Alright guys, do you make beats but the process either takes too long, you need to use loops, or you struggle to stand out? Well, this video is for you. In this video, I'll be showing you how to get around all of these problems in 3 simple steps, of which I used to get over 100 placements with people such as Nada Wick, Trippy Red, Lil Skies, and so much more straight from this bedroom. And I'm telling you, there shouldn't be any excuse as to why you can't make beats after watching this video, because it makes creating beats so easy that even my nan could probably do this. Anyway, man, let's get right into the video. Ooh, what's this? New FL 2024. All right, so as I said, there are 3 steps, and for the first step, this step is just to get a good MIDI, because this is really the starting grounds around the whole melody and beat in general. It starts all from a MIDI. You kind of have to get that right, and then you just build around that. So as you can see right now, I've got a contact piano up, the grandeur, normal stuff, you know what I mean? Nothing special here. Doesn't really matter what you use, but I feel like a piano is great to get a MIDI from. So I'm gonna start in a scale like F sharp minor, because I like to pitch down my melodies. So if the F sharp minor, it can go down to D sharp or C sharp, whereas if it's already on C or C sharp and I pitch it down, it's gonna go down to one of these, which obviously it's all right, but when it comes to actually making a beat, putting airway in when you're at A minor isn't really the best. I'm gonna boost this BPM as well. Let's bring it up to like 152. That's kind of cool, low key, different. Is a little strum here. So with like notes that are going to go on top of other notes already playing, the best notes you can use is ones that are being chords. And for example, for a chord, it's just you skip one of these unshaded notes and you do one here and one here. So this would be a G sharp minor chord, right? So if I want to layer something with G sharp right here, I could do either B or D and it'll sound great each time. Actually, I'm going to go up to A. So let's make this, see? There you go, that's a nice little start. Maybe if we just bring this across and then we can play around with it. Bring these across as well. That sort of tension in the notes. Now let's just add some little top notes, because as I said, it's just for the MIDI. We're definitely going to change the sound. So if we have a lot of variation, then we have a lot more sort of stuff to play around with. And now let's just get some lower notes. You can mess around with these low notes as well to really sort of support what's going on. So all I'm doing is just transposing the higher notes down an octave. So for example, we'll do this, hold shift and click on it. Now just hold control and go down with the arrow key. So I have it down here. You know what I mean? And now it goes to an F sharp. But as I said, if you want to do notes that support other notes, then I do it in chords. If that makes sense. I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Chord, so we can do C sharp or A. I'm gonna go with A. Randomize it. So we could bring this up to C sharp. So now, as I said, we're at F sharp, so we have the freedom to change the pitch. That's pretty fire. All right, that's a pretty cool MIDI, I feel like. And now we're in E minor, so we still have that freedom to go down. God, that would have been bad if it was the A minor. Jeez. So yeah, now at this point, I'm going to switch the MIDI up to like a different sort of sound. And for that, I'm going to go to my next kit, which isn't quite out yet, but it's coming out very soon. And if you guys want early access to the kit and you want freebies from the kit before it releases, be sure to go sign up to my mailing list down below if you want to get this early. As you can see, it's in chapters. I'm not going to say why yet. Number 1, phrases, 2 samples, 1 shots, melody starters, drum kit, and even some bonus sounds in here, which I'm not going to open up yet. Crazy flutes played by real professional flute players. We've got real guitars as well. Loads of really cool pedal stuff. Oh, you hear that? And then vocals as well. Loads of stuff. I'm not gonna go through this too much. If you guys want to receive that, it's dropping on the 18th, but for the early access for the 15th. So go sign up to that. Link in the description. It's free, so you've got nothing to lose really. We might start with this one. Now we have this MIDI. As I said, we can kind of simplify it and stuff like that. So I'm going to get a sampler real quick, because this isn't going to play any sound. I just want to keep the MIDI right there. So I'm just going to store it there. I'm going to go to this sound right here and just remove some sounds, or remove some notes even. Let me get rid of these ones. Now let's get another sound. Yeah, right. Now let's remove some sounds from here. So I'm going to remove this bit. sort of bounce off each other, and that's all because I got the MIDI, which is still the first step. Now for the second step is processing, man. This is probably the biggest step. I feel like the MIDI was probably the easiest one. This is really where we get creative and make your stuff stand out. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export both of these out. So just do Alt-R, and this is where it can get quite confusing, but you know, if everything was so easy, then everyone would be doing it, right? So I wanna maybe reverse one of these. Yeah. I love how that bounces off each other. So now let's just add on to that. So I'm going to get an echo boy just to really exaggerate the delay that you can hear. It's pretty hard. Yep, that's it right there. That is it right there. So let's just export it out. Now with this one, I feel like we can process this sound as well because it sounds quite generic. Let it bounce. They kind of bounce off each other really nicely. Reverse that. Okay. Bring this up and bring this down. Now we have a really good standpoint for drums and stuff like that, but I want to add some more stuff in, so I'm going to go straight back to this pattern, and I'm just going to get a little bass to go underneath that. Bring it down. That one. So now we have this section. I feel like we need some leads and stuff to go over this. So for that, man, we're gonna go straight to the phrases section and just see what we can do with this. Maybe some flutes and this could be cool. Maybe just a start bit. I want to make this note different, so I'm going to do make unique and maybe bring this up one. So now we need some effects on that because that appears to me as a little bit. Yeah, obviously that's going to take up a lot of space in the melody, so we can't add too much more. So for that, I feel like maybe like some soul vocals could sound cool. So we're in E minor again. So let's go to the E minor section on the vocal phrases. Maybe this one. So I'm gonna go to effect strokes right now, bring that across. All right, so now we have pretty much all the sounds we need, because I don't want to add too much on this, because I feel like we could speed this up and change the pitch and it could sound so much more fire. Okay, so now I have this is where we can play around with it a lot. The first thing I want to do is make it a little bit quicker. So I'm gonna put this into stretch, and now I'm just gonna change the speed. So we're on 152, let's go to like 169. And we're on E, so maybe let's bring us down. Okay, sweet. So I feel like that's like the loop right there. And now for step 3, which is of course the beat, man. You know, some people could think it's the easiest part, but it just depends on how you flip it, you know what I'm saying? Like how you do the beat. Cool. So now for this part, I'm gonna get the drum kit from my next kit, which isn't out, but again, you can sign some this down below. So yeah, one way to stand out a little bit more in the drums is to have like multiple hi-hats. There's people like murder beats that do that. So we'll try that. So this will be the main one, like one like this, just to really sort of support that. Like a metro one. I'm starting with the kicks actually, why not? There you go. Well, that little scratch effect, I feel like that could be cool. Hold on. Ew. That's kind of hard. And so yeah, man, this is the last part of the beat, which is just arrangement. There you go. So yeah, I've got these little additions as I put in, like the little snare rolls, the scratches, where the kick switches up, little bits like that really make the beat interesting and make artists want to keep on listening to that. I feel like that's a very important part to take away from this. Those 3 steps, if you can get those right, then you've got a fire beat on your hands. And this is exactly an example of what I meant by that. And again, guys, if you haven't already, sign up to the mailing list down below. Keep coming very soon.
Each stand, tell a 10 AP, that's a wristband. All these niggas shaky, riders pay a dance. I don't trust them, we gon' dust them, that's them Taliban. Big foreign truck is dripped up like an avalanche. I teach you how to finesse for some big bands. I got so many white bitches, blue clutch clan. I come with the pharmacy, come with the y'all, but no harmony, no. Put a lead on your head, they come in the kitchen and slice your throat. Put a little bitch in the bed, we going digital, don't wipe the nose. MOH, money over hoes. I got the H in front of the little pole. Got dog food.